Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am here with another plan with me, and I can tell you that it was difficult to pick a kit. So what are we planning for? Because of convention, we're a little bit behind in like laying down spreads, so this is going to be for the last week in July. Oh, how is that even happening? Okay. So the whole reason why I had a hard time picking out a kit is I am in full-on design mode of Halloween. Full-on design mode. We've already released one Halloween kit, and that is our Salem-inspired kit. So that one is to go for a Salem TPC, but also it has some very hocus pocus vibes to it, and stuff. So we have that. Next is, after that, I designed 6 more Halloween kits. Yeah. All right, let's see. What do I want to have as the disc box? I think we'll do the big news one. I'm not going out onto a lake. I'm not doing any boating this week. It is way too hot. I don't care for the outdoors all that much. Like, you know, I'm probably like, wow, Amanda, tell me how you really feel. Or as if you affectionately know me as Baldwin, tell me how you really feel, Baldwin. Yeah, I hate the outdoors. That's really just how I feel. It's not my friend. Every time I go outside, I constantly get bit. I hate the sweating. Just, yeah. Which is actually kind of ironic, considering that I grew up playing softball and always playing through the summer. So you would think that I would be used to it. But where I played softball was in Utah, which is very much a dry heat. And now I live in what is affectionately known as Satan's butt crack. That's right. I live in South Texas, where it is super hot, it's super humid, and the bugs are big, and I'm just not here for that. So, you know, we just not going to a lake, not going and doing any of that stuff, although it would probably be kind of refreshing, I'm sure. But I'm just gonna hibernate in my house that does not have efficient AC either, so I don't know really why I'm complaining. All right, so moving on. So I am in full-on design mode for Halloween. So like I said, we have the Salem kit. I just designed 6 more kits, and I have room for 1 more. I really try to limit myself on how many Halloween kits we have, and that is it. So I'm doing 8, and part of that is because fall does not really happen for us until November down here. If it ever does. Sometimes we go from hot to just everything is dead. There's no transition. You know, we don't get pretty colors, none of the like, ooh, fall vibe weathers. Yeah, chances are here in South Texas, if it is September, it is still in the 90s, still very humid, and people who are drinking their PSLs are probably wishing that they still had a cold drink. Yeah, so just saying. So I'm going to only do 8 kits this year. I know, shocker, right? Actually, last year I think I only did 4 last year, 4 or 5. So, you know, I mean, we gotta bump it up a little bit. Not all of them are exclusive art. Some I've had on hand since last year. So I want to say, 3 of them are exclusive art. Only 3 of them are exclusive art. And part of that is because we're doing a whole 52 weeks thing next year, and I have ideas, and I'm saving up some art for that. So, okay. But I'm really excited for Halloween. So, because I mean, it's Halloween. I'm ready for it. So I will probably start trying to figure out what I even want to do. Like, I'm really, okay, so we did alternating, we did that. I think I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I think, I'm not quite sure. I don't know what I want to do. So hard making decisions. It really is. So hard making decisions. Okay, there's that. Do I want to color block this? I feel like I just want to color block it just to make things easy on me. I think that's just what I want to do. And I think that's what we're going to do. Because I want things to be easy. I have been, so since convention, the beds, okay, I've seen your comments. Brett, I saw yours. Thank you for supporting me in that the beds were super uncomfortable at convention, because they were. And I slept funny a couple of nights, and I've been having some issues with my left shoulder and muscle area for a little while now, ever since our move. Actually, probably before then. But anyways, oh shoot, I'm gonna have to find me a sticky note. All right, well, I'll keep talking while I go through this to find me a green. So, I slept super funny at convention, and it has been bothering me ever since. And while I still have quite a bit of good rotation, I am still struggling. Like, I can still feel, no, neither one of those greens are gonna work. Okay. I still feel like when my shoulder is sitting down, it hurts. Like, I can feel the pull. I've been icing it. I've been, putting heat on it. All the things that you're supposed to do, and I'm not finding any relief. And I think it's honestly, I just need to rest it at the end of the day. I think that's just all that needs to happen. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to find a green one. I don't know if I have this color of green. It's such a specific green. That might work. That might work. Let's see. That's pretty darn close. Okay, we're gonna keep that off to the side as a possibility. So, and I don't think I have anything for this year so far to hit that green. Yeah, that's too light of a green, and definitely not. Okay, so we have our winner. That's the green we're going to use. All right, so I'm just trying to, I don't know, I guess I'm just trying to work through it. Ooh, which green do I want? Do I want the darker one or the lighter one? Oh, goodness gracious. The lighter one. It looks so weird when I put it up there. And 1, 2, on camera it looks pretty good. Okay. So, anyways, I'm struggling. That's just in a nutshell. I'm just struggling. So, I don't know what I'm going to do because I need to obviously work, but I don't know how it's going to impact everything. So yeah. Anyways, I'm just babbling on, because clearly what I wrote down for my topic I got done in 2 minutes talking time. I'm really bad at this. So, how have you guys been? Any grand plans for the months of July and August? Anybody going anywhere? We don't travel during the summertime. We stay at home. I mean, very rarely will we go do things during the summertime, and stuff. And part of that is just it's super crowded in places. It's, 'cause, 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 hot, you know, all those things. So we choose to kind of keep our, essentially June, July, and August are considered what I consider our winter months. God, words, wow, and thoughts, like they're there, but there is a traffic jam leading from my brain to my mouth. That's for sure. Okay. This is my favorite box, so we're gonna put that on Thursday for sure. So, like I said, I just don't want anything too difficult to manage at this time. So yeah, we keep June, July, and August pretty much our hibernation times. So we don't really go much of anywhere. We don't do anything. Once school starts back up as homeschoolers, we really enjoy that, because even though I know that there's some things in the that are only done during the summertime, unless we're really like hung up on wanting to do those, it doesn't bother us. But as soon as school starts up, that's when we like to do a lot of our stuff. So we plan a lot of our vacations during the school year, and we go do museums and activities when school is in session. And for us, it just works in the sense that it's a little bit more relaxed, and you can actually enjoy some of the things without having like huge crowds. So, you know, but if you're doing anything fun for July or August, let me know, especially if you're doing something fun in the state of Texas, because that's where I live. Duh. And I like to know those things, because then, you know, especially if it's within a decent amount of driving, we can easily do weekend like road trips and stuff like that. So I'm not opposed to doing any of those things at all. So yeah, I'm really excited for what's gonna, because we live closer to Houston now, and so obviously Houston is a huge city. We lived near San Antonio for a really long time. Well, we lived in San Antonio for a really long time. I mean, I guess in a really long time in military speak. So I'm excited to see what Houston has to offer during like the holidays and things like that. So really excited for that. I think eventually one of these days we'll get everybody to a haunted house. Been saying that for years, and every year it comes around and we don't do it. But the kids are older now, and I think they need to be exposed to the joys of what a haunted house is. I used to go all the time as a teenager. My dad would take me multiple times a year. I absolutely loved it. I loved going to the haunted houses. One of our first, like, we were dating, but one of like our first like really long dates was actually going to a haunted house. And the freaking clown chased me. I did not like that one. That one I did not like. So, yeah, I want to introduce my kids to this, and I'm hoping that this is the year. I don't want to say it every year, but let's see if it's going to be this year. Okay, so now let's move on to checklists. I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. Trying to decide if I want to. I'm trying to decide. I don't know what I'm trying to decide. I'm just trying to decide. Okay, so let's go with these. Like I said, we're gonna do everything color blocked to make my life just a little bit easier. So, all right. But yeah, I am excited to know what Houston has to offer in terms of the holiday stuff. So I'm really excited for that notion. And then I'm really excited for just Halloween. I mean, really, come on, let's just be real. Okay, I'm having to think a little too hard here. Okay, so yeah, let me know all those things. I know I'm just rambling on. I really should have like a better gauge at all of this, but like I said, I'm also struggling to deal with the pain, and so but the show must go on, I guess is what they say. Oh, I know what I can talk about for the last little bit. So this last week, Monday, I don't know if you saw it like on our Instagram stories, but my oldest started his first day with us. So he has decided to have his first job be with us. I think I've talked about this here on the channel and everything. Yeah, I think I did. I think I talked about it in the spoiler video, but I'm not sure. Anyways, he worked one day last week. I have spent so long doing things by myself. And this goes for a lot of things. This goes for when I was in the military. So when I was in the military, I ended up doing a lot of work by myself, or I ended up being put into positions where the work was very kind of solitary, didn't require a whole lot of other people, you know, and I never got to a position where I ever had to delegate. Obviously, as a mother, I, you know, have had to raise children, and it's really, you know, I've had to teach them, so my hands have had to be in the mix all the time, okay? Now, I've told this to my husband, and I'm like, dude, I do not know how to, like, manage a group of people. Like, I just don't. I don't have the experience in it. I'm sure I could figure it out and do just fine, and obviously, things like that. And when I say manage, it's not like micromanage. It's obviously more of like the leading the people to get stuff done. But anyways, I've never been in a managerial position. Like, I've never had people under me. Even when I was in the military, I had a lot of solitary jobs where it was me and maybe one other person. And that's kind of what it went to. I never had to delegate. I never had to come up with timelines. Like, they were just always right there. So now, owning my own business, I have to do that, but it's still all me. Like, I have timelines and stuff. And so now, with my husband coming on board and my son coming on board, I'm over here going, I don't know how to do this. And they laugh at me. Oh gosh, they laugh at me. And I'm like, seriously, you guys, I really don't know how to do this. I do need the help. Like, I'm going to be completely honest in that fashion. I do need the help. We have grown so much in the past couple of years, and I have really kept my head above water, but I'm wanting to grow more, and unfortunately I can't grow more as a one-person shop, hence the reason for my husband and my son coming on board. But I also don't know how to, like, manage or lead this team, because a lot of things are just things that come up at such a last minute that have been just experience and stuff like that. So yeah, we've got some learning curves going on. But the one day he worked this last week, mind you, he's also been at camp. So, you know, and some of the things some of the things that I need him to do, he can't do until there's actual, like, stuff done, if that makes sense. Like, he needs to file away some inventory. He can't file away the inventory until the tabs are made, and the tabs can't be made until, well, I get to them. So that's all the kind of things that I'm talking about. All right, let's see. What do I want to do? Yeah, let's do one of these. I'm gonna put you closer down here. Oh, come on. There we go. And then we'll have important. And then I think we'll have room for a quarter box. And then we can put that. And it's fine if it's gonna layer over. I'm not opposed to that. It's gonna fit in there pretty nicely. So yeah, I think I'll continue this story on for this week because maybe you all have some ideas. I'm not shy in the sense that, you know, I'm not shy about where my limits are and things like that, and where other people can help me and maybe give me tips and tricks. And oh my gosh, I'm super happy with this. Sometimes when just things get the better of you, sometimes just going back to simplicity and color blocking just makes it easy, especially considering that this spread starts in 2 days, which is something that I don't like doing. I've really tried not to do that, but haha, look, we come to August, and August, the first week of August is already laid down, so I'm actually okay. Like I'll be okay. So all right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I know I rambled a whole ton, so if you made it to the end, I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, make sure you're subscribed. Everything will be linked down in the description box below. Leave me a comment, all that fun jazz, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye now.